Well, I think first of all, let's look at the big picture. We have the Copenhagen meeting coming up in the middle of December. We now have learned that the president has changed his mind again, and President Obama will be attending around the 9th of December.
Right.
It's my understanding that he will make the statement that we will commit ourselves to the emission standards that were in the Markey bill that passed the House of Representatives. Now, I'm sure you've talked about that because that's been several weeks ago.
Yep.
Well, that's a 17% reduction in CO2 by the year 2020. Now,
from 2005 levels.
Yes, that's correct. Now, he can't do that. And I just had an interview with a station in Copenhagen, in Denmark, that they were all under the assumption that the president could unilaterally do that. No, that's not true. In fact, one of my good friends, a Democrat senator, Jim Webb from Virginia, has said a letter to the president, and I'm quoting a sentence out of it now, as you well know from your time in the Senate, only specific legislation agreed upon by Congress or a treaty ratified by the Senate could actually create such a commitment on the behalf of the country. So we need to make sure, and that's the main reason I was going to go to Copenhagen, was if Barbara Boxer and John Kerry went there and made some kind of a commitment that we were going to do something, I wanted to make sure that countries were fully informed that we are not going to be passing legislation that will accomplish what President Obama, I believe, is going to tell
Senator,
on the 9th.
Senator, this begs the question, if I may put it forward right now. Who the hell does this president think he is?
Well, I don't know, because you can't do that, and I think it's certainly disingenuous to mislead countries into thinking that a president. This is not, this is not a kingdom. He's not able to do that, and
not yet.
And we want to be sure that people realize that he can't do it. But let me say this, Lou, before putting too much emphasis just on the fact that they're cooking the science.